Brrr! Rito, it's cold out here. Lift weights, get dates. Yo! My name is ERICA.HEPPERLE. I am a certified personal trainer, a bodybuilder, and a freaking badass. Welcome back. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel below. And I'm going to be putting out lots of content because yo girl has got a tripod and a new camera. What I want to focus on or talk to you all about though is the fact about the scale versus progress and how you cannot use just the scale as your means to decide whether you are making weight loss progress, muscle gain progress, any sort of fitness or physical body composition progress that you are looking to achieve. Why? Let me give you an example of one client that I have that is making kick-ass progress and she is doing so well, but the number on the scale does not say so. First, we're going to start by looking at a female 37-year-old starting weight 147 pounds. She started her weight loss journey at a whole 67 pounds of water. What am I saying? 56 pounds of body fat mass. She weighed 147 pounds. Her muscle mass was 49.4 pounds. And her body fat mass, like I had mentioned before, 56 pounds. As we trickle down to the bottom here, you'll see that her body fat percentage started at 38% body fat. And her basal metabolic rate, which is your resting metabolism, it's basically the amount of calories you need at a minimum to sustain life if you did absolutely nothing for the entire day. You just like Netflix and chilled and didn't even like get up. Minimum is going to be 1,268. A healthy BMR or basal metabolic rate for a female sits between the 14 to 1600 range. That being said, you can increase your basal metabolic rate, which is very important when going into a weight loss program, is by increasing your muscle mass. The more muscle you have, the more fuel you need to fuel those muscles. But you need to increase your muscle mass, decrease your body fat percentage, and that will in turn increase your basal metabolic rate. Another key factor to increasing that rate is going to be the amount of water you have in your body, because water is a lubricant. It helps flush out, transport, you know, all the stuff that water does. Water is the key component to your body. So increasing your body of water will then increase your weight loss. That was her starting statistics on March 22nd for a 5'5", 37-year-old female. We measured her again on May 24th, and she had only lost 1.1 pounds. But the most important factor to look at is she has increased her total body of water from 67 pounds to 76.1 pounds. If you go back to her starting weight, that is going to put her at a total of 9 pounds on top of her starting weight, if that makes sense. So she was 147.7. Add 9 pounds to that, that's 156.8. So as you go down here, you'll see that her new muscle mass is now 57.1 pounds, which means she's increased from a good old 49.4 to 57.1 pounds just by implementing a weight loss program. Disclaimer, this is a client that had never picked up a weight before, never had any sort of diet, never had any sort of guidance through any weight loss journey. So her body is going to be quick to adapt. It's going to be quick to respond to anything we throw at it. She hadn't been in a low-calorie diet. She hadn't been, you know, depriving herself of anything. So she had a clean slate to start off. So her body is going to respond quick. Now that being said, if you've been in any sort of fad diet, you have, you know, manipulated your calories in any way, your body might be a little bit more hesitant to react to a new nutrition program that you implement to it. But, so that being said, she has increased her muscle mass from 49.4 to 57.1 pounds. Good job, girl. Lift them weights. Going down, we now see that she is a whole 29% body fat when she started at 38% body fat. So based on those statistics, I just wanted to run through a little bit of math that I did here. And with her starting weight at 147.7, she had increased the total amount of water in her body by 9 pounds, which will put her at 156.7 pounds. Typically, this is before you're thinking about like any weight loss, anything. From there, she had then added 8.7 pounds of muscle, which would then put her at 164.7 pounds, aside from thinking about the fat loss that she's going to go through as well. So, that being said, she'd be at 164.7 pounds with the increase in muscle and the increase in water. However, because she's working out, she's on a restricted calorie diet. Not too restricted though, because she's kind of just mindfully tracking, not macro tracking or anything along those lines, just cleaning up her diet and being very mindful. This is obviously an extreme case. Her body just adapted very, very quickly because she had never done anything like this before. But she had then decreased her body fat mass by 14 pounds, which would put her around at roughly 150 pounds. She currently sits at 146.6 pounds, so that's just a rough estimate. But that being said, this is not scientific. This is just a generalized video about why there's a difference between why you should not look at the scale and why you should kind of look more deeper into the metrics of your weight loss journey. There are so many different things that come and play into the factor of a weight loss journey. As your muscle mass increases, obviously your weight could increase. It could decrease as you are decreasing body fat as well, very slowly. But for the most part, your muscle mass increases, your weight goes up. If you think about fat as being, say, a square, this is 10 pounds of fat with a circumference that is this big. Because muscle has a much smaller circumference and is more dense, 10 pounds of muscle is going to weigh just about this much. So you can fit 2 10 pounds of muscle within the circumference area of 1 10 pounds of body fat. So if you think about it that way, your weight could be steady if you're replacing that 10 pounds of fat with 10 pounds of muscle. You're going to see your pants and your waist is going to start to shrink because the circumference area of 10 pounds of muscle is a lot smaller than the circumference area of 10 pounds of fat. Note why people always say they want to tone up or get tighter, because muscle is going to replace fat cells, making you shrink and giving you that toned up or tighter look. So as you're heading into the summer and you're getting frustrated because you're not losing weight, I suggest you find an in-body or you find something a little bit deeper that will look into the measurements and your statistics of the amount of water, the amount of body fat, the amount of muscle that you have on your body. And not only is it important to start exercising and getting on a fitness routine and a weight loss or muscle gaining routine, for the looks and the aesthetic portion of it, because, you know, it is summertime here in the United States. But it is also important because working out and getting on a fitness routine helps, one, deepen sleep, because after you have finished working out, you are exhausted. When you have better sleep, you are likely to wake up the next day with higher energy levels. The higher the energy levels, the better your mood is, so the better you're obviously treating people around you. And you're going to feel more positive and energetic about life. So those are great, like, internal mood characteristic type deals. You'll also increase your medical scores, so your blood pressure will get better, your thyroid. This will help increase your metabolism, so you can eat more. That's what we all want to hear, without it affecting your weight too much. Your hair, your skin, and your nails, honey, they all get healthier, and you just start to, like, glow and look super vibrant. And for my females out there, it's super important to lift weights, grab that iron, pump the rump. No, to, like, just literally lift weights. It helps increase bone density, and as you get older, females especially are more likely to have a decrease in bone density, making your bones frail and making you fragile. And we want to be strong, independent, hardworking women, so we need strong bones. So on top of all of that, if there are any other reasons why you can think of why you shouldn't work out, other than your mind telling you no, but your body's telling you yes. I say get on a fitness routine, work out, and then I guess disclaimer plug, if you need any help getting into working out or getting your nutrition squared away, my email will be right here. You can also find it in the link below, and I will help you get you started. Other than the fact that I just convinced you to get your workout on, I want to reiterate about the scale. Do not rely on the scale to determine your progress, because your weight is going to fluctuate. Weight fluctuates like the stock market fluctuates. It just freaking is not always the same. Things are always going in, out, transporting, you know, dissolving in your body, and you have no control over that. So your body will fluctuate based on what you ate the day prior, how much water you drank the day prior. It's going to go how much sodium you had in the food. So if you went out to eat rather than if you cooked at home, your body's going to retain a little bit more water, making your weight go up. But that's not true weight. That's just water weight. And it's also the time of day. So if you wake up right in the morning and you weigh yourself, but then tomorrow you weigh yourself at night, you've had all the food intake, it's just not the same. So I suggest that if you do use the scale, you use the same exact scale, the same exact day, and make sure, females, you're not having your cycle, because that can also help you, that can also make you retain water as well. Number two, the scale doesn't tell the whole story, like I just had mentioned previously in the whole study I showed you before. The scale doesn't show the whole story, so you don't know how much muscle you've been putting on. You don't know how much water your body has in it currently. You just don't know everything based on the scale. And those scales that tell you that your body fat's this percentage or that, that's garbage. Throw those out. Don't pay attention to those. And then the scale doesn't define you. So that's number three. That no one knows how much you weigh. You don't walk around with a big 25 pounds on your forehead or 200 pounds on your forehead. You just don't walk around with it. So it doesn't really matter. So get over it. If I told you how much I weighed, which is 158 pounds right now, you would think that was nuts. But someone that weighs 158 pounds compared to someone else that weighs 158 pounds can look completely different, because they can have more muscle mass or more body fat, and the number just does not define you. So your weight will fluctuate, your weight doesn't tell the whole story, and your weight doesn't define you. So let's just ditch the scale. Let's just use it as a tool. Don't use it as a means to, like, define your mood or your progress. And you're gonna kill it! So let's do it. go after your summer goals, get healthy, be healthy, just work out and feel good, feel happy, and love what you do. Find something that fuels your fire and go after it. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment below on what you thought about this video, and I will catch you for the next video on what I'm up to next and what my progress is like going through prep and what is prep.